in love at first sight. At least not until I met Emma. It was the summer of 2018 in the quiet English town of Windermere, nestled among green hills and sparkling lakes. I was 26, working as a freelance photographer and spending most of my days changing and changing landscapes rather than relationships. Life was simple, peaceful. Then Emma walked into it. I first saw her on a rainy Thursday afternoon at a small bookstore near the lake, the kind of place where old wooden shelves carried the scent of paper and history. I had entered to escape the rain. She was standing by the classics section, holding a copy of Pride and Prejudice. A strand of chestnut hair had fallen across her face as she read the back cover. For a moment, the entire world seemed to become silent. The rain disappeared, the conversations faded. There was only her. I remember staring longer than I should have. Then she looked up, our eyes met, and she smiled. Not the polite smile strangers exchange. No, 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 no. A genuine smile, warm enough to make me feel every word in the English language. I quickly looked away, pretending to examine a nearby shelf. A few moments later, I heard a voice beside me. Are you always this interested in cookbooks? I turned. Emma was standing there. I glanced down and realized I had been staring at the same cookbook upside down. My face immediately turned red. She laughed, and that laugh became my favorite sound in the world. Over the next few weeks, we kept meeting. At first, it seemed accidental at the bookstore, at the lakeside cafe, on walkside trails, at the local market. Eventually, I gathered enough courage to ask her for dinner. To my surprise, she said yes. That evening changed everything. We talked for hours about dreams, about fears, about childhood memories, about places we wanted to see. The restaurant closed around us, but neither of us noticed. For the first time in years, I felt completely understood. Emma had a way of listening that made every thought feel important. She made ordinary moments extraordinary. A walk became an adventure. A cup of coffee became a memory. A conversation became something worth remembering forever. As summer deepened, so did our relationship. We spent almost every day together. One weekend, we rented bicycles and explored the countryside. Another day, we took a boat onto the lake and watched the sunset paint the water gold. One evening, while laying on a hill beneath thousands of stars, she told me something she had never told anyone before. Her mother had passed away when she was 16. The loss had left a wound she still carried. As she spoke, tears filled her eyes. I reached for her hand. She squeezed mine tightly. Neither of us spoke for several minutes. Sometimes love isn't found in words. Sometimes it's found in silence, in presence, in simply staying. That night I realized I wasn't just falling for Emma. I was already deeply in love with her. A month later, I told her we were standing on a wooden pier overlooking the lake. The water reflected the moonlight like liquid silver. My heart was beating so loudly I was certain she could hear it. Emma, I said. She looked at me. I love you. The words felt both terrifying and wonderful. For a moment, she said nothing. Then tears appeared in her eyes. My stomach dropped. Had I ruined everything? Then she smiled. The same smile she had captured me in the bookstore. I love you too, Oliver. I don't remember crossing the distance between us. I only remember holding her and feeling like the luckiest man alive. The next 2 years were beautiful. Not perfect, beautiful. There's a difference. We had disagreements, difficult days, moments of uncertainty, but we faced everything together. We became stronger because of our challenges, not despite them. Then came the opportunity that threatened to separate us. Hello, Gojo Puna. Continuing the story, Emma received an offer to work in New York. It was her dream job, the kind of opportunity people wait their entire lives for. I wanted to be supportive, but inside I was terrified. Thousands of miles, different time zones, different lives. The night before her departure, we sat beside the lake where we had shared our first real conversation. Neither of us wanted to say goodbye. I don't want to lose you, she whispered. I took her hands. You won't. How can you be sure? I smiled because some people become part of your soul. Distance can't change that. She began to cry. So did I. For the first time, love felt fragile. The following years was difficult. Video calls, missed messages, lonely nights, but we never stopped choosing each other. Every day, every week, every month. Love wasn't a feeling anymore. It was a decision, a commitment, a promise. Then, exactly 1 year after she left, Emma returned to England for Christmas. I had a big surprise waiting. The same lakeside pier, the same moonlit water, the same place where we first said, I love you. When she arrived, I knelt down on one knee. Her hands flew to her mouth. Tears immediately filled her eyes. Emma Carter, I said, my voice shaking. You turned ordinary days into extraordinary memories. You made me believe in love, in hope, and in forever. Will you marry me? She didn't even let me finish. Yes. The answer came through laughter and tears. Yes, yes, yes. People nearby applauded, but I barely heard them. All I could see was her. We married the following spring. A small ceremony, close friends, family, sunshine, flowers, and more happiness than I thought one heart could contain. Years later, when people ask how we met, Emma always tells the romantic version. She talked about destiny, fate, the magic of chance. I usually tell her the truth. I tell them I was standing in a bookstore pretending to understand a upside down cookbook. She laughs every time, and I fall in love with her all over again. Because after all these years, Emma is still my favorite story, and I am grateful every day that I become a part of hers. The end. Thank you for listening.